Hey, AP Chemsters, this is Mrs. Vanderwalle giving you the continuation of Chapter 3.6. So this is the conclusion of our naming section. In Section 3.5, we learned how to name ionic compounds. If you recall, it depends on if it's binary or not. If it's binary, it ends in "ide." You have to look out for your always, always, and your wishy-washy, determine if you needed Roman numerals or not. And if it's not binary, it's polyatomic, and you had to memorize those polyatomic ions, didn't you? So then after that, Section 3.6 was all about the covalent or molecular compounds. Those are your two nonmetals, and you just need to know your prefixes, don't you? So that's pretty easy stuff. So the last section here is naming. And again, this depends on the anion. You still have to know your anions. You still have to know your polyatomic ions, okay? So let's go to the next page. So if your base name ends in "ide", you end up with hydro base name ic acid. So for example, cover up the H, you have I, which is iodide. So then it becomes hydroiodic acid. Here is another example. Cover up the H, you have cyanide, so it becomes hydrocyanic acid. And I have a little saying to help you out. My ride has hydraulics, all right? So if you remember that, you got the acid name. So what about if it ends in "ate"? You have your base name plus ic. So if you cover up the H, it becomes sulfuric acid. No, it's not just sulfic acid. Sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid. For the sulfur and the phosphorus, you still need to put your UR into the name. So there's a little bit of an exception there. Cover up the H, you get nitrate, so it becomes nitric acid. I do have something clever for you to remember this by. I ate something icky. All right, so that will help you. Oh, my tummy hurts. Why? Because I ate something icky. Number 3 is a typo. Will you please change this to "ite"? So the base name ends in "ite." It's the base name plus us ending. So cover up the H's and you have sulfite. So it becomes sulfurous acid. Again, just like phosphorus acid, you still need to put the UR back into it. Over here, cover the H, you have nitrite. So it becomes nitrous acid. My last little clever saying is, my Sprite is delicious. I hope you think so too. All right, so why don't you go ahead and do problem number 11 on your own. Please pause this. Please work on this on your own. Just don't watch me do all the work, okay? So you try these and then come back when you're ready, okay? All right, so let's see how you did. So cover up the H. What's left? Do you recognize this? This is acetate. Oh, I ate something what? Icky. So it becomes acetic acid. HF, cover up the H. What do you have? Just F. By the way, fluorine does not form polyatomic ions. There is no such thing as perfluorate, fluorate, fluorite, hypofluorite. Does not exist. Again, we'll get about, talk about this later, but there is no D block for it to expand to bond with the oxygens, okay? So it is only going to be fluoride. Ide, my hydraulics, or my ride has hydraulics, right? So if it ends in ide, it's hydrofluoric acid. HCl, very similar. Cover up the H. What's left is chloride. So it becomes hydrochloric acid. My ride has hydraulics. Over here, cover up the H. What do you have left? You have, notice I even had ClO here, so you can go ClO or OCl. So you recognize it as hypochlorite. So if it's hypochlorite, my Sprite is delicious. So it becomes, hypochlorous acid. Cover up the H over here, and you end up with chlorite, so it becomes chlorous acid. Over here, cover up the H, it's chlorate, so it becomes chloric acid. Over here, cover up the H, it's perchlorate, so it becomes perchloric acid. I ate something icky, didn't I? Over here, cover up the H. Do you recognize IO4? If this is perchlorate, then this is periodate. So it becomes periodic acid. Now be careful with that one. It looks like periodic acid. And that's kind of like how it's spelled. You're right. We say periodic acid, okay? So let's go ahead and write the formulas for these 6 here. How are you going to do this? You have to know the charges of your anion. So in this case, hydro, tells me it's sulfide. Well, what's the charge of sulfide? 2 negative. So that's how many H's go in front. All right, so whatever the charge is how many H's you have. So pause this, finish it out, and see how you do. All right, let's see how you did. Well, we already did the first one together, didn't we? All right, go away. All right, here we go, right here. So we said the sulfide, because my ride has hydraulics, so sulfide has a charge of 2 negatives, there's 2 H's in front. Chrome ick, 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 I ate something icky. So what's chromate? Well, it's CrO4, what's the charge? 2 negative, so what's my formula? H2CrO4. Phosphor ick, ick, I ate something icky. What does that mean? I have some phosphate. Well, what's the charge of phosphate? 3 negative, so it's H3PO4. Carbonic acid, ick, I ate something icky. What's carbonate? CO3, what's the charge? 2 negative, so I have 2 hydrogens out in front. Hydrobromic, hydro, my ride has hydraulics, all right? So I need bromide. What's the charge of bromide? 1 negative, so it's HBr. Hypobromous acid. Mrs. Vanderwalle, I don't know that one. Yes, you do. You know what hypochlorous acid is, don't you? If you know what hypochlorous acid, do you know what hypobromous acid is? Same thing. Here you go. You could have also written HOBr, okay, either way. So summary of nomenclature is found in your book. Use it until you get it right. Watch the video again and again and again. All right, maybe YouTube Tyler DeWitt. I'll even throw those on Google Classroom if you want me to. He does a really nice job of explaining this. We'll be practicing this in class, of course, so I won't leave you hanging. But this is a very important section. Make sure you got it. And if you are struggling with your polyatomic ions, keep memorizing. I go back to that Quizlet that I put on Google Classroom until you can get them right. All right, so hang in there. Don't wait to be great, especially doing this stuff. Don't wait to be great at nomenclature, all right? And I'll see you later. Bye.